Can acupuncture improve your IVF outcomes? It's a great question. I get it all the time, and the short answer is yes. Hey, I'm Dr. Josh Hanson. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. I have a clinic here in Tampa, Florida, where I specialize in fertility acupuncture. So I get this question all the time, and in this video, I want to walk you through how and why acupuncture is a great tool for you to use if you're using reproductive technology like IVF. So going through IVF can be a really stressful situation, and in fact there have been studies to show that fertility struggles can be as stressful as a cancer diagnosis. If you're watching this video, you probably understand that it's a journey. It's not something that has a quick overnight solution. But the good news is acupuncture is a really effective tool. It can help in a number of different ways. So I want to walk you through some of those benefits that acupuncture can provide for you and for your partner as you're going through this entire fertility journey. So one of the greatest benefits of acupuncture, and most reproductive endocrinologists are going to agree on this point, that acupuncture is just a great stress relieving tool. So since this whole journey is really is a stressful situation, using acupuncture as a tool to just calm your nervous system down and reduce stress as much as possible is really valuable, right? Outcomes for live birth rates and successful IVF procedure outcomes are higher when our stress levels are lower. So anything we can do to get that more under control is going to be beneficial. But the good news is that acupuncture has a number of other benefits, so I want to walk you through those right now. So acupuncture helps improve blood flow, and what that means is we can improve blood flow to both your uterus and your ovaries. Now what this can do is improve egg quality, and it can improve the quality of your uterine lining so that you have a better chance at implantation after your transfer. So acupuncture is also well studied to improve sperm parameters like morphology and motility. So it's another great option for the male side of this IVF equation. Let's talk about some of the studies that show the effectiveness of acupuncture and why it really makes sense to add into part of your regimen. So there was a study done a couple years ago that showed that what's called whole systems Chinese medicine. So that's the entire combination of acupuncture, Chinese medicine, lifestyle modification, stress reducing techniques, how this kind of integrative approach can improve the live birth and IVF success outcomes really significantly. So what happens when we combine all of these different tools together and then get an adequate dose of acupuncture before your egg retrieval and then before your transfer, the outcomes are pretty outstanding. So the national average success rate of IVF is somewhere like 30-35% per cycle. Again, that's going to depend on your age, that's going to depend on any other pre-existing conditions you or your partner might have, but that's kind of like a national average. So in this study where they used whole systems Chinese medicine, the success rates were something like 61.8%, right? So that's a pretty significant difference to go from 30 to 35% to almost 62%. That's a pretty big jump. And that's because of all the reasons that we just talked about and the benefits of acupuncture: improving blood flow, improving egg quality, improving uterine lining receptivity, and then also being able to improve sperm parameters. So it's a really effective tool. There was another study, this is kind of an older study, it was done in 2002, it was a German study. They took 80 people that received acupuncture, 80 people that didn't receive acupuncture, and they looked at their IVF outcomes. Now in the group that did receive acupuncture, they had a success rate of around 45%. In the group that didn't receive acupuncture, the success rate was something like 25%. So again, a big discrepancy in the group that did receive acupuncture. Again, proving that it's just a really beneficial tool to add to this whole journey that you're going through right now. In my clinic, I find that my success rate over the last 6 years is about 59% for those patients that do follow a recommended treatment plan. So let's go over what a recommended treatment plan generally looks like for someone going through an IVF procedure. Let's go back to that study that I talked about where the success rates were almost 62% using whole systems Chinese medicine. So what they found is the magic number is about 12 treatments. About 12 treatments before egg retrieval gives you the highest chance at having at improving egg quality. So you want about 12 treatments before egg retrieval, right? and then another 6 to 12 treatments before that transfer. Anything less, you're just not getting enough of a dosage to make a big therapeutic difference. It can help, it just isn't going to have that high success rate that you would have if you did get that adequate dose. So just like anything, acupuncture is a medicine, and like any medicine, you have to dose it correctly, right? If you're taking your fertility meds and you underdose them significantly, then you're not going to have the same response rate, right? It's the same thing with acupuncture. So you got to dose it appropriately. Anything you can do to reduce the potential need for more IVF cycles is going to be beneficial. And then you have the added benefit of just making you feel better. It can just help in so many other ways aside from just fertility alone. It's just a great tool to get your body to function better. And who doesn't want to function better and feel better and have less stress in their life, on top of having better IVF outcomes. So I hope that gives you some great information so you can make some better decisions when it comes to adding acupuncture into your IVF journey. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button so that you can get more great videos like this.